Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Five Large Fries. Now, originally I wasn't planning on making this video, but decided I may as well. So, YouTube are changing the requirements needed to enter into their YouTube Partner Program on the 20th of February. And anyone that don't meet these requirements who are in the program are going to be kicked out, my channel included. Now, the requirements needed are 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 total hours viewed across a 12-month period, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that for a smaller channel is a big milestone. And when I first got the email and it said, hey, by the way, we're changing their requirements and your channel's no longer meeting them, I was a little bit disheartened. I was very annoyed and angry, but I also felt unwelcomed, and I felt like there was no clear path for me on YouTube anymore, which is totally not the case at all. Now, I know a lot of people who may have made ends meet with the monetization that they made on their smaller channels, and they're the ones that I'm really angry and upset for, because if that's being taken away from them, I mean, that sucks. But for someone like myself, it's... well, I don't want to sound like very egotistical or anything like that, but the money, it's not about the money. Like, the money means... I mean, obviously money means everything to everyone, let's be real, but I wasn't making any money on YouTube. I was doing this mainly for fun, but obviously, at the same time, if there was an option to make it into a career, then that's absolutely fine. That's something that I would like to do. I'll be real with you guys. Like, if I didn't want this as a career, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be trying to push it. But I do want it as a career. So it was obviously disheartening to say, oh, by the way, these options are being taken away from you. But when I now look at it, it's more of a incentive and a goal to hit these milestones and to continue pushing forward with the channel. Now, my channel only has about 600 subscribers. Chances are that will go down when I make this video. It always does. But I'm thankful for every single person that has hit that subscribe button and they're on board for, hopefully, the long haul. And I want to thank you guys very much. But at the same time, going into this, like, people need to understand that while, yes, it is free to make a YouTube account, when you look at it long term, is it really free? So, coming from my perspective, you need the video editing software, which does not come cheap, I tell you that. You need the software in order to capture games, or to, if you're a gamer, obviously, and things like that. But let's just talk about my channel, because that'll be easier, right? So you need the video editing software, you need the hardware, like the webcam, which I'm using right now, the microphone, which obviously doesn't come cheap. Look at that. That does not look, I mean, yeah, it's kind of cheap, let's be real, but but then, of course, if you are capturing gameplay from, say, a console, you will need a capture card, which again isn't that cheap. You then need a PC. Again, this is something I wanted to talk about. I did invest quite heavily in a new PC because my old one was fucking up, and I did that mainly because I wanted to carry on making YouTube videos and things like that. So that's why I invested heavily in a new PC. And then, of course, the new PC now can handle recording games, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So I can now do PC content, which is great. So the investment in a channel is far greater than what you would think. So when you invest in that much money only to say, oh yeah, by the way, we're taking this away from you, it's disheartening, because it makes you think, well, have I invested money into nothing? Well, really, no, you haven't, because if you really want to push it and you really want to make it as a career, which is obviously something that I want to do, then it's not so much a block in the path, it's more of a, okay, well, it's a little bit foggy, but if I carry on through, there will be a path there somewhere. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is, a lot of people tell me that you need to upload daily and you need to make daily content, and that's just something that I personally can't do. Not so much because of time restraints and things like that, but it's more the fact that I would feel forced into making daily content. And I don't ever want to get into a position where I feel like I'm forced to make content, because then it's not fun. I like to make content that I enjoy making. That's the whole idea of it. I went into this in the fact of, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to enjoy it, and then if I can make a career out of it, then that's great, that's a bonus. But I have talked for way too much at this point. It's more of a ramble where you get the idea. It's a video of sorts. If you do want to talk about anything that I've mentioned in this video in more detail, I will happily do so in the comments down below. I always look at my comments because small channels get the chance to do so, which is always nice. But that's it for this video. If you, I guess if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you didn't, there's a dislike button. You get the idea. Do all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.